All right. And there's different kinds of side control. One side control, he has this arm in and this in front of my face. All right, I don't like that. He can push. All right, that's gonna be a problem. This is keeping distance and keeping space for him. I don't like that either. All right, so I want to get that arm up and isolated. All right, especially me with the far side arm locks I like to attack. All right, so if that arm is down, locking, I've got to get it out of there. So I can dip to my left hip and then come back, and as I'm coming up, catch that elbow like that, okay? All right, and I actually like to cheat towards the head and away from the hips. The hips are the source of his power, so I like to be away from those, okay? And I really like to pinch down on this arm, okay? To me, that takes an arm out of the fight, and it gives me an advantage, okay? All right, so first, very basic submission, Americana. Everyone's seen that before, all right? For an Americana, I'm gonna have this grip, okay? Now, obviously, he doesn't want me to get that grip, and that's why this position can be handy, all right, for controlling. First off, I can release this hand grip, okay, right here. I can let go of this, feed my arm that's under his head deeper, come through and cup his armpit. And this gives me really good control, and I have a hand left to start the attacks with. All right, down, obviously Kimura, up, I'm gonna start to set up an Americana, okay? All right, so when I push this arm up, this hand that was in his armpit, I come here and grip. This hand comes under like this. All right, now, why do I do it like this? Because he thinks I'm making a mistake and doing a bad Americana. That's what he thinks I'm doing. All right, for an Americana to work properly, I need to drag his elbow to his hip, okay? I rev the motorcycle and I drag his elbow to his hip. I can't drag his elbow to his hip when my left arm is under his head, right? His head and body is in the way. So he thinks he has safety here, okay? What he thinks I have to do is circle out and then drag this like that. All right, submission. So when we're here and I press this arm up and I cup, chances are he doesn't immediately realize the danger, okay? Arm comes under like I'm getting an Americana, but I'm gonna do a variation. This hand, my right hand, replaces my left wrist, okay, my left hand. This hand digs deep and comes to his armpit. Now from here, I'm gonna drag his knuckles along the mat and try to bring his elbow towards his hip. All right, it's called a pillow V arm lock in catch wrestling. All right, Eric Paulson teaches this technique. Eric Prindle recently used it in a fight in Japan and got a good submission from it, okay? And the whole thing is it's a little bit of deception. He thinks I don't know what I'm doing, okay? So like I said, I like to cheat up towards the head, like this, away from his hips. And I kind of modify my stance. I lean towards my left knee that's under his arm and shoulder and neck. And I get away from those hips. And I just keep my right knee close so that he can't shrimp out and try to replace guard, okay? That's all I really care about here. This arm, I don't have to hold like this, okay? I can just push this deep, hold his armpit, and I have excellent control right here. This hand's free to start attacks. I'm gonna push it up and grab. Arm comes under, and I grab my wrist like I'm doing an Americana. All right, he thinks he's safe, he thinks his head's protecting him. My left hand will be replaced by my right hand. My left hand, I'm gonna drive it deeper and try to put as much as possible into his armpit. Now I'm gonna drag his knuckles down. Okay, that's a pillow V arm lock. All right, let's try it.